In this video, I'm going to help you get started with job number 2 by showing you how to properly complete cards numbers 19 through 24. So remember that job 2 incorporates not just rules 5 through 8, but also what you learned for rules number 1 through 4. So I'm going to start with RC Daycare. So RC is my key unit, Day is unit 2, Care is unit 3. Because there is a name change here, I do need to create a cross-reference. So on your cross-reference sheet, make sure that you do properly label this. The original card was 19, and because it's a cross-reference, I am inserting an X next to it. My cross-reference is going to be Rainbow Connection, Daycare. And for my cross-reference, Rainbow would be my key unit, Connection is unit 2, Day is unit 3, and Care is unit 4. My C notation is going to be RC Daycare. For Taylor and Randall Brokers, and I'm going to write it out just because I have a symbol here, that would be Taylor and spelled out. Then I have Randall Brokers. So Taylor is my key unit and is unit 2, Randall is unit 3, and Brokers is unit 4. My cross-reference, because we have two last names in this business name, is going to be Randall and Taylor Brokers. And then my C notation is C, Taylor and Randall Brokers. Okay, for card 21, we have Mr. William Smith, CRM. Okay, because this is a first and last name, we have two titles. We have the professional title, and then we have Mr. I'm going to start with Smith as my key unit. William, or WM, is unit 2. The professional title of CRM, and then Mr. Okay, for card 22, we have Southwest Music School. So South is my key unit, West is unit 2, Music is unit 3, and School is unit 4. Okay, and I do need to create a cross-reference. This is going to be a similar name, and recall that with similar names such as Southwest or directionals, there are two different ways that we could have spelt this out. And just on the side, so the original is South space West, as you've seen in the original card 22. And so my cross-reference card is going to be South West without a space in between. That's just my key unit itself. So my C notation is going to be C also, because it's a similar name, South space West. And remember that when you have a similar name for a cross-reference, you do a C also cross-reference notation, but you only include the similar part. So again, I'm only including the Southwest. I'm not writing in music school. For card 23, we have Mrs. Gladys Uffelman, who's also known as Mrs. Melvin Uffelman. And so I will need to create a cross-reference for this, but I'm first going to code her original name. So this is going to have her actual first name. Uffelman is my key unit, Gladys is unit 2, Mrs. is unit 3. My cross-reference is going to be for her alternate name. And so that's going to be Uffelman, Melvin, Mrs. And my C notation is going to be Uffelman, Gladys, Mrs. Okay. Finally, card number 24 deals with the articles and particles. So we have St. John's Community Club. And so that tells me that St. John's is my key unit, community is unit 2, club is unit 3. Okay. And remember that when you're working on your finding test, that when you type in the answers, that even though it's St. John's with a period and a space, it still refers to St. John's written like this as your key unit. Okay, and so this again was just cards 19 through 24. You should be able to complete the rest of the cards on your own. I am giving more hints in the job 2 information activity so that you know which cards to create cross-references for.